Hello and welcome back to Food with Chetna. I'm back in my kitchen and I am gonna make you guys a delicious, healthy, so nutritious, and full of flavor. You can cook it in no time. A delicious soup. So let's get cooking. You guys know that I like my recipes simple. So, for this, either you can use ready made stock, but I made a roast chicken 2 days ago and I kept the carcass or the bones from the roast chicken in the fridge. You can keep it for a good few days and you can make a stock whenever you want. So, I've put the whole chicken carcass in a pan and I'm going to add 1500 ml of boiling water to this, and I'm going to make my own stock. So at this point you can add some kind of onions or celery or carrots to this, but because I'm adding some of the stuff in the soup, I'm not going to add anything to this except for a couple of spices. So I've added 6 to 8 cloves and 1 stick of cinnamon, and now because this is boiling water, I'm just going to let it simmer on really low heat for an hour. Very low heat, just 1 hour. I will leave it on the side. So I'm going to move it to the back burner and just let it kind of slowly simmer, get all the nutrition out of the chicken bones for my stock. And in this other pan, I'm going to start with the soup. So I've got the vegetables that I know will go really well together. Obviously, soup, you can add absolutely anything, but I like to pick things that combine well and go together really nicely with the flavors. So I have got 3 to 4 good quality olive oil in a hot pan, and to this I've added 1 onion which I have roughly chopped. Nothing needs to be very detailed finely chopped because we're going to blitz this anyways. And after cooking the onions for 2 minutes, I've added 1 celery stick and I'm going to let that cook for 5 minutes. In that time, I'm going to prepare 1 leek. So just slice it up. Make sure to give it a good wash. See, you can see lots of dirt in the leeks. So once you've given it a good wash, then you can slice it again roughly. If you slice slightly smaller pieces, it's good because everything gets cooked really nicely. So I'm going to slice it up and add this to the pan as well. So just adding the chopped up leek to the pan, and I'm going to give this a good 5 minutes on medium heat because I like to get a tiny bit of color on it because all of this is going to add flavor, and this combination of onions, celery, leeks and the other bits I'm going to add really does taste fantastic. Okay, so in the 5 minutes that the leeks are going to take to cook, I'm going to chop up 2 large red potatoes. They're great all-rounders. You could use 2 large or 4 small potatoes. And all I'm doing is going to peel and then chop them up into small pieces. The reason for doing small pieces is because I want to cook it quickly as well. So, and also I'm going to cook this and try and get a little bit of color on the potatoes too, because all of that is going to add flavor. So potatoes are chopped, they go in with the leeks, and give it a good mix right now. I think I have left 1 piece of potato. Oh yeah, I thought so. So just chop, make sure all the potato pieces are equally chopped so that they all cook at the same time. So now I'm going to leave this on medium heat. Like I said, I want a little bit of color on these. Now after 5 minutes, add a stock cube. I am just using 1 small stock cube and around 150 ml of water I've added to this boiling water. And why is because I want to now cover and cook the potatoes until they are perfectly done, really nice and mushy and soft and cooked. And if you don't add any water, then there are chances of it burning and getting stuck to the pan. So you can see the water has been useful, the potatoes are now cooked, and all these sticky bits that I'm scraping out from the pan. These pans are beautiful, by the way. I'm going to leave a link to the pan in the description, and because I get asked about the pans all the time. Anyways, all these little bits are going to add flavor. Just make sure to check that the potatoes are fully cooked. So they are done. I'm going to add 80 grams of watercress. It is packed with nutrition, and I'm also going to add 200 grams of fresh spinach leaves. And once I've added these two things, I am going to add the chicken stock that I've just made. So pour all of it in. Make sure to use a sieve so you don't want to get any bones or any spice in it. And once you've added all the stock, I'm using all of it, you just put a lid on and get this on slow heat for 5 minutes until the leaves have wilted, because really you don't need to cook the spinach for too long. Give it a nice mix. You can see the watercress, spinach, everything has wilted down. And now get some sourdough. You can eat any bread of your choice. And just grate some cheddar cheese. So I've got cheddar cheese. My son's grating some cheddar cheese. I've used up all the stock. The soup is now ready to be lit, and I'm just using some cheddar cheese on some sourdough. So all of this goes in a blender. I'm going to blend this in 2 goes because it's a lot of soup. It's for 4 people, and trust me, you might think it's a lot of soup, but this is all going to get eaten. It is really delicious. So this is the second part of the puree of the soup. It all goes back in the same pan I made the stock in. I haven't washed it. It just goes back in there, and all I need to do is get the bread ready and add a couple of things to this delicious soup. So for the bread, I'm just using some salted butter on the sourdough, and then I'm going to cover it with cheese. Now the extra cheese is for my son. He loves cheese, and the other slice is going to have less cheese because I'm not a massive fan of cheese. I like it in moderation, so for me it's going to be a slice with slightly less cheese. And I'm going to put this under a grill. It's a medium hot grill for as long as it takes to get it nice and golden. It only took me like 4 minutes or so to get the cheese toast ready. Look, it's ready in no time. Obviously you can add any other cheese of your choice. You can make a cheese toast, you can make a cheese sandwich. I love serving bread like this with the soup. So here it is, the soup. I am going to add a teaspoon of salt. I know it sounds a lot, but actually we haven't added any salt so far. And I'm adding half a teaspoon of black pepper. So both the things go into the soup and give it a good mix. And a couple of important things to finish the soup with. I'm going to drizzle a tablespoon of cream. You can add it to the whole soup, but I'm just doing it in on individual plates, and a little bit of chili oil. That chili oil is a must. So I've drizzled some ready chili oil on the soup, but for the bread, I'm going to finish it with my chili and garlic chutney because it just tastes incredible with the cheesy toast. So there it is, your cheesy chili toast with a delicious green healthy soup. And all that's left to do is taste test it, because how will you know how good it is if I don't tell you? I do hope you try, and this is a great one to take for your lunchbox in case you have any left. And it is so delicious, it really is. And though my kids are not big on soup, this is one soup they love. All the flavors of all the vegetables coming together with the cream and chili oil is just fantastic. Hope you're going to try this. Like, share, comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you back soon for another new recipe. Bye for now.